Welcome to the Evolve Bedfrets. With EOD 33, Wrestling Hope, and Alex Coquito. We WWE Evolve. Matches, play-by-play, commentating, and madness. Commentate.
Nice.
Hey, welcome in, everybody. This is the End of Days 33, or EOD for short, for the Evolve Effect. I'm co-hosting with the Invisible Man, as always. How are you doing?
Sir, ladies, aliens, monsters, children of all ages, space, and time. I'm doing great. Certain segments make me question reality, but we'll talk about that later. Under the rainbow, but above us all, hear these thoughts. How are you, sir?
Good. Another day after Evolve. It's always a beautiful day. Always.
Is it great to be alive on a day after Evolve, or what? I'm stealing that from CM Punk. But anyway. Anyway, I guess we go right into it today. What was the first thing that happened? Was it the Mike Cunningham, Lindsey Rado cold open, I believe?
Nope.
No,
Oh, that was right. Oh, that was right after. Oh,
No,
the
this-
V's. That's right. The final segment for the Vanity Project. That's right. How can I, of all people, forget? It was very melancholy. It was kind of like the Kendall Gray thing from last week to me. Since it was the last thing, they were just basically just going about how they pretty much was running the show and how Jackson Drake beat everybody, and now they're going to be going up to bigger, better things. And here these thoughts, the guest of the day. What did you think of the whole segment?
I thought it was pretty much not in a bad way, copy and paste from the beginning of the show when he had that title match against Cappuccino Jones. Just naming off their accomplishments at Evolve, and it was kind of bittersweet again because like Kendall Gray, when she did her promo, we knew that was the last time we were going to see them in Evolve. So yeah, it was a little bittersweet for me, but yeah, it got the job done.
All right, Alex.
This was bittersweet because they didn't tell you everybody. They didn't want to mention Keanu Carver's name because they would have killed him. They didn't want to mention Bryce Donovan's name because they knew legitimately if he would have stayed in the company, he would have won. And they didn't mention Cappuccino Jones because they knew that was a match and a half. But the fact that from episode 1 and up, the mom and dad's money, what was the question that Bryce Donovan told Zeta Steel? Like, what was the Louisiana Purchase, something like that, and everything else. They have, you remember that one? Like, she's like, oh, what is that?
What is that?
They have been the pillars of Evolve. Like them, hate them, love them, V's up, boo them all you want. It doesn't matter. They have been there, and they have never had a bad match. They have never had a bad segment. So I respect them for that. I'll miss them because now we got going into if we treat Evolve like junior high school, they're going to high school now. And now we have all these new freshman guys, and especially a flamboyant motherfucker later. That a lovely guy, love him, but just
Graduation.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I think I'm misremembering something. Lady Luck and Xena Starling, they started off the show.
Yeah,
correct?
they started this. They didn't. No, it was
it was Cam.
Chen. It was Chen and
Oh,
Cam
no.
Hendricks.
Okay,
Yeah.
it was Cam and Chen. Okay, and Dante Chen. For those who watched the Evolve review on YouTube will know some people here really like Cam Hendricks, and I am one of them. So like I'm not good with the play-by-play. That's Alex's job. He usually does the play-by-play. But
Yeah.
I thought this match was pretty good. It was pretty good. Dante Chen, I think they're teasing maybe a turn for Dante Chen, the gatekeeper, as he's known. Why is he gatekeeper? I have no idea, because he's not gatekeeping anything. But yeah, the crowd when he first came in, they did do his little the little move thing that he does. I guess they're trying to get it over. It might be working, maybe. But Cam was just so damn entertaining. Him and Riggins together. Like I said, I know I said this before. I know Priestley is hurt. And when he comes back, I hope that Priestley and Cam and Riggins, they can all be a trio. But if not, if there has to be only a tag team, Priestley, you're gonna have to get a gimmick change, because I need Riggins and I need Cam to stay together. Since they've been kind of doing their little antics, so much personality has come out of Riggins in my my opinion, and I like it. But the match itself was pretty good. Cam, he's caught on like really quick to everything, because Dante Chen, he is a pro. He's a pro. But yeah, it was just a good match. I mean, there wasn't anything bad to it. It was simple, and then Cam got his Cam gets the win. Alex, what did you think of the whole match?
I'll have a button, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the kind of the Evolve with PUWF in a sense, but this is the Evolve effect, where we give you a nice compressed version of Evolve. Dante Chen was just boring as hell in this match, and nothing against it. This was a standard Dante Chen match, but a good Cam Hendricks match. He can really do the hops, not as Jamar Hampton, but semi almost there. Not even close to Sam Holloway, ladies and gentlemen. And Sam Holloway is 6'8", but the fact that this guy was trying everything, he did the poses. I did like that Dante Chen kind of mocked him in the pose. He got mad, but the interference with Riggins sealed the deal. And commentary, they did brought up that Robert Stone did bring this up. Hey, though, Dante Chen has everything. He has the tools, but he needs an edge. It's not working for him right now. This babyface thing is a great idea in theory, but it's not working. So I did like that. The post-match, which I have to put this together before they get to hear these thoughts, is what they said after the match to a certain cowboy ref snitch. Enjoy.
Where you at? You little baby? You scared? Are you? You gotta take a week off. Yeah, you're a little twerp, Tate. Tatum Ty, you're nobody else. We'll break you in half, buddy. Where you at? You in the medical room? Are you scared? Hey, try in the parking lot. Try in the
They certainly have some words right there.
I do think
Don't
they
put
need
that
to get
out
another nickname for Tate Wilder, just because like Tater Tot is that's Tatum Paxton to me. Like, but I get it.
Yep,
I get it.
I know.
But
I know. Ref snitches sounds so much better in my mind. But for me, since we're doing this little ratings a little differently, Cam Hendricks B+, Dante Chen C.
all right,
For me,
Harry's
overall
thoughts?
match
Oh,
C for me.
go
Go
ahead.
on. No, go on. That's it.
All right, go ahead, Harry. Dog.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed this match. I kind of agree with Alex that Dante Chen wasn't that entertaining, but I will say this. Even though we are losing Vanity Project, no one's going to replace them. One thing that I do love about the Vanity Project is they're grown men who act like they belong to a younger educational institution, right? So then you got Cam Hendricks and Riggs. They fit that bill. They are grown Disney Channel bullies where they think everything they do is cool, even if it's corny. You can't convince them that it's the corniest things you ever heard, and they are confident in it. And I love Riggins like being the second guy to Cam Hendricks. It's so entertaining. But as far as the whole match go, again, I thought it was pretty good. And it was one point in time in this match, which was really weird. Somebody in the crowd yelled out Mr. Miyagi in the middle of the match for no reason.
Oh,
You
For
heard
no
that too,
reason.
right?
Yeah,
I was yeah. This new crowd's a little wild, bro. This is
Yeah.
a crazy crowd.
He wasn't doing anything. He just had Mr. Miyagi out of nowhere. So, but the match was good. After the match, we played the clip of what they were calling him Tater Tot, and you're gonna cry like a baby. Again, I don't know why I have an affinity for wrestlers involved that are immature adults, but they are kind of filling the void of the diet vanity project for me, while the vanity project is heading out of Evolve at this point in time.
Yeah, the fact that they jumped him in the parking lot and still talking trash about it
Yeah.
is insane. Like,
They don't know what
Hold on.
incrimination is. Like they just they don't care. They don't care. I mean, they got caught on camera, so at this point, what they can't deny it. They were on
yeah,
camera.
they said it's
So-
wrestling. Everybody gets beat up in the parking lot.
Exactly.
Oh my
All right.
god, I
Well,
love that.
speaking of antics, for one guy actually seems like he's not going to be with the antics anymore because we had a vignette. I don't know if it's a character change or just a character, but we had a vignette of Braxton Cole, the educated Braxton Cole. What did you guys think about this new turn of events for Braxton Cole? But he does moonlight as NXT security, so I don't know if he's going to still be doing that while he's has his Ivy League education. Hear these thoughts? You could go first.
Yeah, this this was Taylor. They were like, what can we make right now that gives somebody the ultimate heel heat before they even do anything? And they made this guy the human embodiment of what's called white privilege. This guy is reading Aristotle, talking about what college he's been to, how he's D1 as far as being a athlete and being a person in education, having all this availability as far as things to him to prosper in his life. And he's just like smug with it and just throwing it in our face. I don't know how this is going to work out. It all depends on how he's going to mix up with him and some other person we're going to talk about later. But I don't know yet. I got to wait and see when he gets in the feud to see how it plays off of another person in Evolve.
All right, Alex.
Well, I was talking on to Invisible Woman and make sure everyone's okay over there. And we were watching this live. And while I was synced up with EOD too. So all three of us was watching this all at the same time. Miss Invisible Woman was told me, oh yeah, I think we have a new person for the unwanted list. So I was like, oh, say less. So I need confirmation from that soon from the whole group. Second, when I watched it, this is what I thought in my head.
No. Wait.
Because someone in the back said, you're right, hear these thoughts. What's the ultimate way, fastest way to get heel heat? Use your race to the extreme, as we remember 2001 with Hassan. So I'm gonna get, and I judge people very harshly on this show, ladies and gentlemen. But the fact that I'm gonna give this thing a little bit of air, like he told the people, get out of here. I need my oxygen, bitch. Anyway. Sorry. That's all I gotta say about that. I'm gonna wait for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Check us out in PUWF Wrestling tonight at 9:00. The Dr. Thirst versus Dime Piece episode 52. That's it. Keep going, EOD. I'm about to spit on this guy.
I would just say
spit on
really
my camera. I don't want to.
Go ahead. Here.
I would just say really quick, if his first feud is against someone like Trill London or Cappuccino Jones, we know where they're going. We know where they're going.
Yes.
Yes, him too. Yep, we know where they're going.
Yeah, I'm going to give it some time to marinate. When I first saw it, I was like, all right, we've seen this kind of gimmick before and everything, but I'm like, we'll give it some time. There's another person on the show that I don't know. I think his time might be up, but yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Didn't Chavo Guerrero had that kind of gimmick too back in the day?
Oh yeah, Curran White,
Mm-hmm.
the Curran White gimmick, yeah. But yeah, it was okay. I just still, for him, for all his intellect, I still remember him getting dropped a couple weeks ago by Jada Parker on NXT when he was doing his little part-time gig in security. So that's what I always think about, him getting dropped by Jada Parker. And I hope somebody brings it up one day. But
I will.
so let's see, make sure going in order. All right, is the next thing was the next match, right? It wasn't the vignette, correct?
No, next
Lady
match.
Luck and-
Next match.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Laney Luck and Xena Sterling was the next match. The new look, Laney Luck, because I wasn't sure. I was like, there's something about her that's different. I couldn't place it, but I was watching it live, and Alex was letting me know. He was like, yeah, because I was like, did she dye her hair? Because I didn't want to be that guy that'd be like, yeah, she did. She dyed her hair, and she really didn't dye her hair. And I'm like, oh, okay. But luckily, I was right. But Alex, what did you think? What did you think of the match?
By the way, during the whole commentary, they talked about everything but Laney Luck and Zena Sterling. Oh, the people in the tournament that might be Chantal and this person. I'm like, hello, Peter. Hello. Like somebody will be talking about something, but no. Okay, fine. This match was slow. This match was short, but this match was very slow because again, Zena Sterling is very big, Laney Luck is very small, and it seemed when they were doing the exchanges, when they would jump over each other and then they kept jumping over each other like a reverse leapfrog. I was like, yeah, they practiced this, and in theory it worked, and in practice it was good. Why are you scared, Zena? Because Laney Luck was like, she was confident throughout the whole match, the whole fucking match. Zena Sterling was she was off key. She was trying to get to her spot. She did the moves, but then she forgot to pin the person that's fast enough. Nothing against her. This is literally, I was telling EOD off camera. This feels like Alexa Bliss NXT back in the day when she had that blue cheerleader gimmick, right? It was just like she had the tool, like the tools weren't there and the gimmick weren't there, and then the dubstep cowboys came out of nowhere and really gave her that gimmick. Shout out to Alexa Bliss as Freddy Krueger back in the day. That was actually cool as a gimmick. As characters, Laney Luck a B-, okay match. D for Zena Sterling, honestly. Nothing against her. This match was shorter than the Dante Chen match because the Dante Chen match was 4 minutes 52 seconds. This was like 3 minutes and a half.
All right, hear these thoughts.
Yeah, I'm gonna second on Alex on that. It feels like they just found out they were gonna wrestle each other like 45 minutes before the match happened, and they were like, "We need you guys to come up with something. Just make it like 5 minutes, but just do basic moves, make it safe, make it out of the match alive, and just get the match over." And it felt like that's what they did, and they rehearsed it probably once, and then they're kind of trying to rush through it. And Xena being pretty much like the I don't know, rookie-ish compared to her. It felt like she was kind of like running the stuff through her head and kind of misstepping things and thinking about things too hard. So it felt like that was happening. And the other thing that was kind of weird is because you had Xena there after she got demolished by Tyra May Steele. You got Laney Luck on the other end who lost 2 matches in a row. You don't know who really to cheer for because I don't know what Sterling's gimmick really is. Going to Alex's point, I don't know what her gimmick is. I don't know if she's supposed to be heel or babyface or whatever. So you don't know. Even the crowd, I felt like they didn't know who to cheer. You know, people were there for Sterling. You can tell they were the ones cheering, but no one knew who to cheer for in this match. But just to make a long commentary short, the match was very basic to me. It wasn't terrible, but it was nothing there that was like, oh, I can't believe that spot happened there. So I can kind of understand why the commentators kind of had a hard time talking about it, but still, it's your job to talk about what's in the ring at the end of the day. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it felt like they were just setting up more plot points for like future episodes than the actual match that was ahead of us. And I agree with that too. Both ladies desperately needed a win.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They did. And I kind of lean more toward Laney Luck because for those of you who don't know, she is the ID women's champion because they never mention it on TV, and they need to. So I'm like, okay, Zena's newer, and she could always rebound from this and everything. But she is she is the champion. She's the one that represents the WWE or Evolve program on the road. So she does need to pick up more wins and everything. So when she is out there, we'll be like, oh, this is your champion. She doesn't win any matches. So in that regard, I'm like, yeah, the right woman won. That was a lot to say.
Yes, it was.
If y'all don't, I do have a list. No, I have a list. Y'all can hear it. So that was too many of the same sign and syllable at the same time for me to say. Just like this.
You said that perfectly, by the way. That was awesome.
I had to focus. Y'all saw my face. Y'all can't see me on but they see my face and like I have to focus on that one.
The weird thing is, it's like, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No.
Just really quick, the weird setup that was here, that wasn't a big problem. It was like when I keep saying who to cheer for, the person who just got destroyed by the big heel involved, or the person that just told us that they have a autoimmune disease and hasn't been winning as a champion. Like it makes it hard to know who you want to get behind in that type of match.
Yeah. For me, when Xena was wrestling, I was like, man, she got destroyed by Tyra May Steele.
Yeah,
destroyed. So the fact that this match was even kind of a competitive match was good for her. But you're right. It looked like, I don't know, just looked like something was off.
Yeah.
during the match and everything. And Luck, she's a pro and everything. She's been doing this for a
Yeah.
long time and everything. So it just looked
Yeah.
like there was something, maybe a chemistry thing, or like you said, maybe they just kind of threw them together just to see what you could do. And that's kind of what Evolve is also. It's like,
Yeah, they'll
hey,
figure it out.
it's a training ground and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
So you'll
The-
figure
the-
it out and everything.
The piggyback off that, what would have worked for this storyline, but not the story of this match, is that if this would have been the first match or the first time we saw Xena Sterling against Laney Luck, and then she would have won against Laney Luck. I mean, sorry, she would have lost to Laney, right? And then the next match we saw her would have been the Tyra match. Because then that would make a lot more sense. Like she's
Yeah.
green. She didn't beat a veteran. Then the second match was a crazed Olympian woman. No shade on that, but they just did it backwards. So I'm like, okay, that's why I just. But also the second thing I was gonna say, sadly, and I said this to EOD, Laney and Xena are the bottom two women of Evolve, and one of them is honestly the women's ID champion. So you need to fix that. I can't.
Absolutely.
I can't put any of the other women in Evolve as lower than both those girls because they've been putting the work
Yes.
forever. So I want to put that out there. EOD, we did skip a segment. We need to talk about the foreman.
Oh, that happened after because
before.
The foreman segment. All right, so the foreman segment, basically, we see Timothy Thatcher, the new GM, aka the foreman of Evolve, sitting in his office, and then basically talking about how we're going to do the women, but we're going to do them next week. We're going to talk about that, but tonight we're going to focus on Jackson Drake, the final evolution. Then as he's talking, It's Gal makes an appearance.
And you know I gotta press that button. You know I gotta press that button.
Oh,
hey,
it's gotta press the
from
button.
Mount Olympus.
If you're not tan and jacked and ready to attack, or if you are weak and pale and ready to fail, then this is not the place for you, 'cause it's time for the Stardometer with its Gal.
And it looks like they're going to be using them a lot more pretty soon.
Yes.
Alex, take it away.
Oh, from the moment. Hey, dummies! What about It's Gall? Timothy Thatcher throws a piece of paper in his head. It bounces. You want to try that again? And then I love that he turned into a theater guy and just grabbed his face and did scene. What I meant to say, Mr. Thatcher, is that I It's Gall should be in there. Like, do you want to be in? You want to get attention? Yes. You're like, yeah. Okay, fine. Then you'll be in the special, because you forgot that part too. Like in 2 weeks, European and American ID prospects are gonna have a showcase. It's Gall is gonna be one of them. It's Gall. Shout out to It's Gall. That was a deep cut. He felt like Jamar Hampton was next to him because he high fived the plant. Because I felt I was like, motherfucker, that was a Jamar Hampton dig. I love you, man. But also when he said, okay, and then when Timothy Thatcher said, okay, you can get out of my office now. It's Gall. It's Gall. It's Gall. Oh yeah. I'm like, yeah, thank you. Like, you need to go, bring it back. It's Gall. Bring it the fuck back. A+ segment.
Hear these thoughts?
Yes, A+ segment. Anytime It's Gall is on the screen, it's good. Every single time. Every single time. Now, what I did love about this segment is Timothy Thatcher being the foreman. I love when there is a manager for whatever brand it is of an ex-wrestler that can still suit up and get in the ring. So you just never know where it can go. Because when it's a person that can't wrestle anymore or never wrestled, it always kind of goes one-dimensional. So it's like you kind of wonder who's that person that's going to tick off Timothy Thatcher to make him want to have a match against them. And when he threw the paper at It's Gall, that part was hilarious. And It's Gall just walking away going, It's Gall over and over. I'm like, this guy is the most amazing Pokemon I've ever seen in my life. He just walks around and just says his name over and over and over. And just It's Gall is just, bro, I love It's Gall, bro. I feel sorry for people who don't know about him. And when he was on NXT in that underground match, people are like, who's that weird guy, that Orange Cassidy guy? I'm like, I got offended. I'm like, you don't know It's Gall. Okay, y'all gonna find out soon. Don't worry, because the same thing happened with Kendall Gray. It's gonna happen with It's Gall as well. So I loved it. I loved it. It's Gall is amazing.
Yeah. Actually, this question, EOD, to piggyback off this, I have a name because they said that people are gonna come in. I have one name that might be coming in 2 weeks. Mike DeVecchio. Is that a good name?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
'Cause
familiar with him.
you said Blackheart, like wherever her name
Yeah,
is,
Blackheart.
like
Yeah, Nikki Blackheart.
Oh, Nikki Blackheart.
Nick-
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So
She's
so
good.
it might be Nikki Blackheart. It might be Mike DeVecchio. It actually might be the Bryce Donovan replacement, Yane Henderson.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember that guy.
Oh,
Those
okay.
three I'm thinking. We got
Okay.
3 guys that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, so it would be nice if they do put like mix it up this time with the like you said in 2 weeks they're gonna have like a ID like not like an ID showcase for the new recruits and everything. So these new people will get to see them for the first time. And the last time they did, they had like 3 or 4 guys come up. So it'd be nice if they had some guys and ladies come up at the same time too. So that way
Yep.
we don't have like an all male showcase. Like have your normal like 2 male matches, 1 female match. So Nikki Blackheart, I've been following her for a while, so I'm like,
she's
But-
I hope it's her.
Yeah. But here's a question for both. Here's a question for both of you guys. We know it's Gall is going to fight one of the guys, either
Yep.
Yane or Mike. So I actually would like it's Gall to fight Yane Henderson, which has been. But for you, question for here these thoughts then EOD. Who should Nikki Blackheart fight if she is going to pop up in 2 weeks? We have a big roster, and I'm going to exclude Nikita. Take her off the board. She's too good for that.
Oh, that's a good question. Do they want to put her over? Or do they want her to have a good match and loss? That'll be the bigger question.
to put them over.
If they're gonna put her over, then
yeah.
then they may have her. They may have her go against Sterling again. I got a bad feeling. I feel like Sterling is the jobber of the women. Unfortunately, I hate that for her. I loved her in LFG, but I feel like that'll be the easy pick. I can't think of anyone else because they can't do it to Laney. So I
Mason.
can't think of who else.
I mean,
Oh,
they could
that's
just
true.
have or they could just have another female show up and have them just fight both their first matches together. That could happen.
Oh.
I doubt it, but that is a possibility. That way it's like knocks 2 birds out with 1 stone. Like 1 match, 2 new females.
True.
Who I can't
think of anybody.
I almost want to say, even though I just said just a couple minutes ago, hey, this lady needs to get more wins and everything, blah blah blah, because she's the ID champion. But it really could be Lady Luck.
No,
Oh, damn it, EOD.
no, you gotta.
And
If,
here's the
if
reason
that
why.
happens, they got to take her last name away. Like she can't have
no
luck.
more, no more luck.
No more
And
luck.
here's the reason why. She's a pro. Well, the ID people they usually have experience anyway, so they might not necessarily need luck and everything
Yeah.
to do this. But right now, all they've been kind of showing is Lady Luck kind of around and in singles competition. We still got Bright out there. We got to start showcasing her a little bit more because she to me is the closest thing to Kendall Gray that they have in there, and it's time for us to kickstart that storyline. I thought they were really going to have a turn with her at some point, but
Or maybe they
never
can
did.
have her face Laney Luck, and then Sterling cost Laney the match.
oh, that could happen.
They can do that.
That's good. Make Sterling look like, hey, I'm not no punk just because you beat me.
She get tired of
You know-
losing.
Yeah.
We know Chantal got hurt in the ankle. Like I'm kind of feeling like it could be her, Chantal, Mason, Aria Bennett could be coming back because again she is coming back. We just don't know when she's coming back to Evolve. So that could be a nice little showcase for her to come back to lose the black card. Because Aria Bennett, I mean I love her, but you were born to lose unless you change that gimmick, girl. Like that's sorry. All right.
Yeah.
But speaking of someone that's born to lose, EOD, we have a cat in the parking lot.
Oh, yes, we had a
Oh yeah.
Lindsay Dorado sighting, and it was a sighting because my man was just going about his business, and then Mike Cunningham saw him and decided he wanted to talk to him, and Lindsay had no time for this, but it was a little vignette outside the parking lot, the most dangerous place in the WWE, the NXT parking lot.
Yes.
So nothing crazy happened except for some weird feelings. Kind of like if you go to the store, you're trying to check out, and if somebody in line just starts talking to you, and you don't want to talk to this person, you just want to check out, go out your business. That was Mike Cunningham. So basically, it sets up a match for next week. Cunningham was put on his big, and he did look like Tom Cruise in this one. Y'all can't tell me he did.
100%.
He looked like Tom Cruise. Came out there, was giving him Lindsay his flowers. Like glad that he was there. Then he was like, oh, like he wanted to test his skills against them next week, and Lindsay was like, okay, yeah, that's basically cool. It's like, yeah, you might be the main man, but to me, you're just the next man, and just Lindsay was doing everything in his power to get out of there. Like he did not want any parts of. Not that he's scared of him. It's just that, hey, who's this weird guy just talking to me? I'm just trying to go home.
Yeah.
But anyway, here are these
Where's
thoughts.
security?
Yeah, what you think of this segment?
I thought it was a hold on, water closed. I thought it was a. I love Mike Cunningham, man. I love that guy. He is so hilarious. But when he got to the point where he told Lindsay, he was like, "You're just like me, just cover it up with a mask." And that's when Lindsay was like, "You know what? You're gonna be the next man once you get in the ring." And I don't remember the last time I seen a Lindsay Dorado match since maybe because they brought up the Cruiserweight Classic. I don't remember one since maybe 205 Live when he was with Lucha House Party.
Yeah.
I don't. Was that the last time he's wrestled in WWE?
No, he fought Jackson Drake. Like most recently, he's been in AAA though.
Yeah, he's been in AAA.
Yeah,
but just
in the
as
main
far as-
in the main roster, Lucha
main
Party.
roster.
It's been Lucha House Party.
Yeah, I think it was since the Lucha House Party. But I thought it was great. You're right. He's having a conversation with somebody in the most dangerous place in America, in the daylight, which thankfully, things didn't go bad there. But I'm actually looking forward to this match. I think it's going to be a pretty good match.
Yeah, no.
First off, I realized by thinking back of the segment, it was smart for Lindsay to because first off, he grabbed Lindsay's bags. Lindsay did say under his breath, "Where's security?" Then Lindsay grabbed his own bags and put it into Cunningham's hand. Which, by the way, you did have a Freudian slip to hear these thoughts. Mike Cunningham is a can of ham, so I'm gonna put that out there. Yes,
See, on purpose.
That's on purpose. But the fact that he gave the bags to Cunningham was a smart thing because again, you're in the most dangerous spot in America. You don't know
Yes.
this guy's gonna punch you, so just put the bags in his hand. He can't punch you. Smart. But the fact is, like, oh, I might take one of your lives, Lindsay. I would have been like, and he's Puerto Rican too. I mean, you're like, what? I'll cut you right now, motherfucker. All right, I'm a coach. You see that parking lot? I'm a coach. But okay, sure. Okay. Here's the part I actually want to see Lindsay just beat his ass and just win outright. To have this, by the way, he did say sunglasses off, sunglasses back on. I love this gimmick. People say, "Oh, these Evolve people are so wacky and weird." Yes,
that's the point.
That's the fucking point.
That's
if you can accept its gall, why can't you accept everybody else? It's weird. I don't accept. We'll talk about somebody else right now. But anyway, that's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. That's it.
All right, yeah. For me, like the rest of them, I really did like the segment also. Just Lindsay just handed him his bag as he's talking. Mike's trying to have a conversation with him. He's like just trying to get in the car. Like, here, hold my bags. And while he's still talking, and it leads to a match. Luckily, a match didn't happen right then and there because he kind of really pissed him off a little bit. Lindsay was like, yeah, it's a little bit more than just wearing a mask and to be a luchador and stuff like that. You can't. That's the one thing you don't do. Yeah. They lose matches over their mask. Like you take the mask off, they don't even care about pinfall. They take that serious when you don't even care about the match before the mask. So yeah, so I think it might be a ass whipping waiting next week for Mike Cunningham. But
do you think he unmasks him?
No.
To win, yeah.
No.
To win,
I don't think he's going to.
Just take it off. That makes sense, though. You get a good point. The only way Mike Cunningham would win if he cheats, like just outright.
I'm just trying to think. Are they going to let him cheat though? I mean,
would it be by accident though? Like you have him in a move and his head slips out of the mask.
That could happen. But I think you're more likely like he's going to do it on purpose.
Okay.
First off, EOD. First off, EOD.
Mask off.
Yeah, I know, but like. Shout out to Future. But the fact that you said, would you let it, like when you said, will they let him do that? They let him they let him do the sunglasses on and off. Like they let him do anything. It doesn't really matter with this guy anymore.
And we do know we're slowly seeing his villain origin story because of what happened at the 5-man tag, and no one gave that man any respect for helping win that match, and he was the one that got beat up the most in that match. Shawn Legacy just looked at that man, was like, anyway. Yes. I was like, damn. So, all right. Man. Next, after that, we had another segment, and this is the one freshly brewed segment.
Okay.
Jones comes out.
Okay.
And he
thank
talks.
God. Oh, thank
that
God.
mad.
I thought it was the other one.
No,
I
it's this
know,
one.
me too. I don't want to talk about the other one. I really don't. We
We
have
talked
to.
that
We
Matt
have to
ish
go on,
about
Andy.
hear these thoughts, boy. Hear these thoughts. So, what did you think about the segment and the calling out of your boy?
For Cappuccino Jones, I was like, dang, that means we got to see him again, don't we? We got to see the man for Alabama, Bama again, don't we? I guess they had to come back around because just like Cappuccino Jones mentioned, with him having a match against him before Brooks Jensen, with him having one arm, they had to come back around to it. It just seemed kind of random, but again, this is Evolve. A lot of things are going to be kind of random here and there sometimes. So yeah, I mean, I don't really feel too much about this. I just want to see what's going to come out of it and what they'll do with Brooks Jensen after this.
All right, Alex.
Okay. What's even worse about this is that we're gonna have 3 matches. You know that. Like Cappuccino wins this one, and then we have the rubber match down the line, which whatever you can do, maybe like a falls count anywhere or a tables match, anything like that. I don't want to see this match again. I don't. You kind of proved that Cappuccino is gonna win the other one because he almost won with one hand behind his back. So what's the point of even doing this again? Oh, you got all mad. Again, Jensen, ever since you lost to Harlem, you've been acting like a bitch. You've been mad. You've been mad when Thatcher talked to Harlem last week. You're mad that Cappuccino is legitimately saying, like, hey, like, you thought you could beat me. Let's have a wrestling match to prove this one. Oh, why are you calling me out? Bitch, come on. Like, this is why we put them on the unwanted list, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
There's one more person we have to see in order for me to press that button. And I don't want to talk about that person, but the fact that we have to see this match next week, I think it's next week or in 2 weeks, but yeah, sure. I think it's next week. So we have, okay, no, it's cool though. We have Sunglasses Off versus the Cat. We have the Coffee Guy versus the Bam, 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 Shut the Fuck Up, Alabama. And then that's it. All I gotta say about that. I'm in a mood today, ladies and gentlemen. Check us out tonight. This is gonna be.
You got a quick question. What
Yes.
Did Cappuccino Jones and Brooks Jensen, did they fight before? Didn't they fight one time before?
Nope.
Okay, they didn't
Never.
fight one time before. Okay.
Never.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
You mean prior to the ID?
Prior to the one hand behind his
The
no.
gauntlet.
Oh, yeah, no.
Just the gauntlet.
Just the gauntlet. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, but that doesn't count because it was like a 5-on-5. But like singles, this will be their second time.
Yeah, I meant singles.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
That's all. Yeah, to me, I'm like, I did like the way he called them out, and there's a reason why I'm okay with this particular call out. Basically, give him something to do and everything, and I'll expand on that like later on in the show. But the segment that they do not want to talk about, because we got segment heavy before our main event of the evening, and this was a double whammy. Because we're definitely gonna go with Alex on this first, because this was a double whammy.
Oh, fuck that shit. Damn it, man.
It was a backstage interview with Chewy Martinez and the new, I don't know about improved, Luca Crucifino.
I have to press the button, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, okay, ladies and gentlemen.
No, go ahead.
When
press the button.
But before I press the button, we are on Here These Thoughts is YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, the unwanted list is the result if we see these 3 people in an episode together. We saw Dante Chen, we saw Brooks Jensen, and we saw Chewy Martinez. Welcome to the unwanted list.
Chewy Martinez, Dante Chen, Brooks Jensen, we are the unwanted. Chewy Martinez, Dante Chen, Brooks Jensen, we are the unwanted.
All right, here we go. Chewy Martinez is having an interview with Luca Crucifino. Luca Crucifino is touching his hands of Chewy. They make the peace sign, the heart sign. He puts his hand together. He gives him a bracelet, the Alley Cat bracelet, actually. He talks about that people are going to be vibing throughout this whole interview. I'm going to imitate Luca Crucifino. All right, here we go. Watch my face. Watch my face. Oh, I was feeling through the vibes, and I've been rolling through the punches and everything else. Are you getting a blowjob, sir? Are you getting fellatioed while this is happening? No, I'm sorry. This is the Evolve effect, ladies and gentlemen. You'll see us on the Wrestling Super Friendos Network. But the fact that the whole interview, 80% of it was him with his eyes closed looking up at the sky. What are you doing, sir? What is this? I felt bad for Chewie, and everyone in this panel knows I fucking hate Chewie by the like if Jesus fought a demon lord. Okay, that much hate. But the fact that I felt bad for him, he got violated. He got SA'd.
He did. No, he did.
He did. He did. And the fact that like, oh,
technically he did.
Yes, and that's the first time EOD actually will accept that that's rare. Anyway, I will say this. This is a weird cut. I want to give it seconds for me to breathe. Shout out to Missionary. Shout out to Anthony Missionary. Shout out to Joey Numbers. Shout out to Wrestling Soup and Friendos Network that we're on right now as you're listening on Spreaker, Apple, Spotify, and everything else. Shout out to Dose Evil. Shout out to White Chocolate. Shout out to Marie Shadows. Shout out to Lufisto. Shout out to all the podcasts coming up right now. I have to divert myself to remind myself that Luca Crucifino is turning into what can we do with drugs and a wrestler openly and using the acronym peace, love, unity, and respect, and you connect it to the fat bastard Chewie. That's all I gotta say. That's your fault, EOD. You told me to go first. I was trying to breathe.
Here these thoughts.
Yeah.
What do you think of the segment?
Oh my God, Luca Crucifino. His gimmick is what does a person look like taking a different drug every week? Every week is a different side. I think he was on ecstasy this week. I think that was the drug of the week. The way he was touching all over Chewie and forced this man to make a heart with his fingers and, connected chakras and gave him a bracelet, paid him off like, hey, don't say anything to anybody. I gave you this bracelet. It's okay. And it was, I'm not going to lie, I was a little disappointed that he came out with a jersey on. I'm like, is that a FUBU jersey? But he just came out with a black jersey on as opposed to wearing what he normally wears for this gimmick. He's a guy right now that I don't know how I feel about him. But I know whenever he turns heel, because he's so far into the vibes, is going to go so far left. I think that's when he's going to get entertaining. He's going to go from vibes to taking out Ouija boards and pentagrams and all kind of stuff, trying to kill people. And I'm waiting for that heel turn to happen. And when it does, I think it's going to be entertaining. But this right here, I can't connect with it at all. Again, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see his first feud. But for what it is right now, it just seems too try hard to be a hippie, to me. Personally.
Okay. EOD, and then I have a question for both of you guys. Who was his first opponent, and how will he get touched during the match? I see you laughing.
His first. Well, at first I was thinking about his actual, his real first opponent, because I was going to say this Luca Crucifino to me is not it. Only because I was a big Luca Crucifino fan before. Now, if this was a completely different person that did this gimmick, I might give it more of a chance. But I think, I don't know if I can give it another week and everything. This is the second time I'm seeing it, and I'm just not feeling it. I maybe because Godfather is one of my favorite movies. I like the long hair, sharp suit, Crucifino.
Me too.
His wrestling moves, if he still does the same wrestling moves, which I'm pretty sure he will, the wrestling that's going to be fine. But the gimmick. It's but maybe this is how he really is in real life. I don't know.
He is,
because he even
I told you he's a DJ
different.
in real life. Yeah.
Oh no, not the not just the DJ part. The way he sounds, he talks differently. He sounds differently.
You would sound too.
And if this is how he really is, this is how he really is. So I'm like,
what could be funny, and they probably won't do it if his first opponent is Harley Riggins, and he tries to get him along for the vibes, and Cam Hendricks looking at him like, "What is wrong with you?" He's hanging out with Crucifino. He's just coming over next to Cam Hendricks, quote unquote, just for the sake of the podcast, hi, and acting weird. That would be kind of funny, but it won't last long. So I don't know who he could face next. I don't know.
You know who he could face, just in case they want to give him a win. What's your boy? What's his name? He only just got one first name. Showed up in the 5-on-5.
What is his name? He had the cool biker jacket. I forgot his name.
Was it Reed?
Jackson Presley?
No.
The
new guy.
On the ID side?
No,
he showed up one time.
Cyrus. Oh my God! No, you know what? That works because I went through my head of every single person. He can't fight Cappuccino Jones. He can't fight Itzgall. He can't fight Aaron Rourke because Aaron Rourke would be like, all right, let's just stop the match and just go to the back. Like he can't fight.
We don't know what that man's type is.
Aaron Rourke likes man, and Luca Crucifino is a man. Like he is, and then heavily like inducing on drugs and possibly fellatios in the back with random women, but we don't know.
And he comes pre-drugged too, so it's like
yes.
Oh wow.
Like this is what CJ Parker should have been, just drugged up and loving the earth. Like, oh yeah, I take a lot of drugs from the earth. I take shrooms, I take LSD, like I do it everything. Like that's great. For Luca Crucifino, he has to have a backstory where like if I don't know. Like I think he should be shot up to the Wyatt Six so the Wyatt Six can do a vignette and then like make him turn back into a lawyer to kind of be like fear. Because honestly, it has to be Cyrus. Yeah, it has to be him. It has to, because no one else. Jensen will be freaked out. Braxton. Oh, wait a minute. Braxton Cole.
Oh, that's
Braxton Cole could work.
They're
like privilege doesn't matter when you're on drugs.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, you're taking things too seriously. Relax.
He might look down at him and everything too because he's all,
vibed out.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Who knows?
It's a weird show. I'm glad this is over. And by the way,
I don't want to talk about Luca Crucifino anymore.
No. Just to say this real quick. Chuy Martinez, I saw what you were wearing. We'll hear what that was tonight in the PUWF wrestling show tonight. But the fact that I do feel bad for you, sir. Wash the hands, take that thing off. Take it to a santero, bless it, crucify it, and burn it. Because I don't know where that thing was. You don't know where he was. And once again, Crucifino, open your eyes when you do a you can't do that on Raw. You can't just like, oh yeah, I'm feeling the lights and everything else. No, dude. No. And then that tells me someone is touching you down there.
He was on hallucinogens. You know how everything is brighter, so you can't really see.
Sure. It's a good show. I get it. EOD is gone. I love it.
I got a secret smile, so I always have to cover my face. But anyway, after all this, it leads us to the main event of the evening, the final evolution of Jackson Drake. Win, lose, or draw. It's his last episode. Going against the challenger, Aaron Rourke, and this is for the Evolve Championship. We're gonna go with Alex first because he's really good with the play-by-play.
Absolutely,
I got you.
Play-by-play.
Thank you. First off, shout out to Mike Roan. Scheduled for one fall. Dr. Thirst comes out, does his thing. Aaron Rourke comes out with the same makeup from last week in the town hall, which I actually watched last week. Same thing, EOD. So therefore, when we saw him in the town hall, he just literally went to the main event. Like, let's do this now. So I want to put that out there. Notable moments. Mr. Aaron Rourke likes to do 619s, but he calls it the area coded Sparkle City. He doesn't call it 619, he just calls it area coded. That's actually like a long version, but it makes sense. You don't want to but he does it from the outside in. Mr. Jackson Drake tricked when Aaron Rourke was going to do like the standing leg hurricanrana. Jackson Drake tricked him, smacked him on the floor, did a double stomp, did the V's up. I love that. Aaron Rourke did a sit-down powerbomb that looked nasty. He did the cartwheel into the eat the feet. He did the bicycle kick. Shout out to Excalibur. I love the way I say it like that. At a point when the ref got knocked out by Jackson Drake by accident, and this is the second time. The first time they distracted Aaron Rourke with Vanity Project, and again, me and EOD have always said this on the other show. Like Jackson Drake when Vanity Project doesn't get involved, it's a great match. But obviously, this is the last episode for the Vanity Project. They want to have a legacy no matter what. And once they tried to distract the first time, Aaron Rourke got hit. But when the referee got hit the first time, out of nowhere, Vanity Project came in. They beat the crap out of him. And Mr. Dr. Thirst did the unaliving. When me and EOD said that, when we were watching, I'm like, okay, it's over. You do the unaliving, you're done. 1, 2, kick out. Holy shit. And then it starts ramping up. You see that no matter how much damage Dr. Thirst is doing to the dime piece, he just keeps getting up and getting stronger. He goes to the outside. He does a moonsault. I think it's a moonsault, a moonsault to the outside to Vanity Project. Then goes back inside. In the end, Mr. And I love this part. Jackson Drake jumps to the top rope to try to do something to Aaron Rourke. Aaron Rourke catches him with a spear. I kind of think it was a Uranagi. They're saying it's a spear, but the way that he grabbed him and kind of slammed him down looked like a Uranagi. Which, by the way, he did the Biggie sit your ass down. Not well. The Samoa Joe sit your ass down Uranagi. I love that. Like sit your ass down. I'm like hell yeah. And you don't expect that from a guy that's not really muscular. He's just bulky. For a guy, he's not fat, he's not skinny, he's just bulky. In the end, he speared him, went to the top rope, over the rainbow. 1, 2, 3, and your new Evolve Men's Champion from Sparkle City, Aaron Rourke. And I love that because I throughout this whole, and his match lasted about 15 minutes. This whole thing was based on no one believed Aaron Rourke. And the differences between Kendall Gray and Aaron Rourke. Kendall Gray never backed down from a challenge, never skirted, never cheated, never did anything. And she came out on top. Jackson Drake, on the other hand, has skirted, has cheated, has done everything possible to win, not showing his full potential. And in this final evolution, it showed that Aaron Rourke from day one has shown everything he has. And because of that, he won. And I love that about him. That's all I got to say about the match. It was an A+ match. Showing for Jackson, showing for Aaron Rourke, and it shows that you're going to have a long match with Aaron to win. Ain't no 10-minute match.
Nope.
All right, here he starts.
Oh, yeah. Oh, also, one more thing. Also, best move of the night, suplex to the outside to the floor.
Yeah. Ooh, that looked painful.
That looked painful. That's all I got to say. That's it.
Yeah, I agree with Alex, man. This match was amazing. Again, we got another great match from Jackson Drake. He shows us that he, as Alex said before, he can never have a bad match. And when it comes to Aaron Rourke, he's always proven that he can fit in with any match with anybody. He looked amazing in this match. Now, there was some points that happened in here that were kind of that they didn't put too much of an emphasis on. I wish they would have, because I think they were trying to go for something. At one point, Jackson Drake was doing a calf crusher to Aaron Rourke and was stepping on the back of his head. A little bit later in the match, Aaron Rourke did the same thing to Jackson Drake. And I wish that Jackson Drake would have said something to him, and then Aaron Rourke would have said the same thing back to him when he did the same move to kind of connect the two moments together. And when you said that Jackson Drake threw up the V2 after he did a move to Aaron Rourke, once Aaron Rourke flipped out on top of swipe right, he at the edge of the apron, he did V2, and then he did kind of like threw it down back at them. And I thought that was pretty interesting. And there was a weird part in the beginning of the match where, and it wasn't any of their fault, it was more of a technical thing where Aaron Rourke was flipped over Jackson Drake. Like it looked like Jackson Drake was going for a backdrop and he flipped over him. There was a weird cut that happened.
You saw that too?
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, did they do that part over or what happened? It was weird.
I found out. He did a backflip. I actually went back 3 times. All right. I looked around investigating and shit. Apparently, he backflipped and rubbed his back very seductively. And then, if you remember, after that cut, someone was screaming in the crowd, "You liked it! You liked it!" I'm like, so I investigated. I'm like, yeah, they cut that part out. I don't know why.
Why? He's done worse things to Keanu Carver.
I know, but he rubbed it all the way down to his ass. He rubbed it like, hey, I'm like, oh, okay. Okay,
what?
it's Tubi. It's Tubi, which is stupid, but still, but that's what I found out.
Okay.
Exclusive to the Evolve effect.
But then later on, he licks Jackson Drake on the side of his face while he was on the
And they said again, you liked it. You liked it. I'm like, oh my God.
He's like, there's no way Luca's going to go on my show and out SA me. But overall, long story short, not to make this longer, fantastic match. Happy for Aaron Rourke. He deserved it. Jackson Drake did say at one point that, all the people that doubted you, they were right. And I love the fact that Aaron Rourke won. And just note to Jackson Drake, you should have just called Aaron Rourke. He gave you his phone number. You should have just called him. This all wouldn't have happened. He would have let you live.
Yeah. Two months ago, I wouldn't have guessed that Aaron Rourke would have ended up being the Evolve champion.
Me neither.
So that just shows not that he was bad, but it looked like the way the storyline was going, it just looked like, oh, Harlem Lewis, the big guy coming back and blah, blah, blah. So I do like the fact that Evolve still finds a way to surprise you and still makes sense and everything.
Right.
Because basically over the last 2 months, we've seen the rocket being put on Aaron Rourke. And we should have, or I should have known earlier once the vignettes. This man got a ton of vignettes at one point, like what, 3 weeks in a row at some point.
Four.
I mean, he got a
4.
total of 4, but I think at one point it was like he did the initial one, then for like a couple of weeks, which is nothing but
Yeah.
vignettes. So it shows, So it shows that they really, there's something about this guy that we need to be in tune with. And the fact that Sean Legacy was like, he did say, hey, you're going to be the new leader of the locker room and blah blah blah. Even though Cappuccino Jones is the ID champion, so it was kind of, so it looked like I was like, okay, is Cappuccino gonna win the belt off of Jackson Drake? But he didn't, and I was like, oh, okay, so this is getting interesting. But they had a fantastic match.
Yes.
Yeah, it was and like what Here These Thoughts said, I think he won the championship because of the championship, but Jackson Drake did kind of spurn his advances a little bit. So he's like, hey, you know what? Before you go, I'm going to be the one that takes this belt off of you. So, even though really they saying, oh, it was because of the 5-on-5 and Vanny Project left. But you're not fighting those guys. You fight Jackson Drake. This was personal.
Aaron Rourke is hurting.
But you know what's funny about this? Yeah. But you know what's funny about this? Like the fact that this was an indie match on an Evolve show. They had indie moves. They you don't really see anyone do a suplex to the outside to the floor. You never see that shit. You never see a spear into like different type of things. And Jackson Drake, I want to say this now exclusively, and if no one's noticed, Jackson Drake has brought back the Burning Hammer. It's been gone for 13 years since Ibushi, and I love that. The fact that you gave him the confidence, like, can I bring the Burning Hammer back? Yeah, sure. And like, thank you. It's a cool fucking move. It's not really a finisher move for him, but it's a setup to something. That's pretty cool. I want to say about that. Keep going, OD.
Yeah, no, that's all I want to say was that it was a good match. The right person did win, and y'all, I'm like one of the biggest Vandy Project fans out there. But it's gonna leave, and it's like it's good. Like, okay, drop the title to somebody else. Now we have complete new storylines going. It's like, are we gonna get Aaron Rourke maybe versus Cappuccino Jones at some point? Who knows? But it's like it's just fun speculating what could happen. But Evolve, I trust in Evolve, no matter right or wrong, they always seem to make the choices they make sense in the end.
They did hint at something later, though. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. But there's something else, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get to the post match and hear these thoughts, like actually your version of your thoughts of this EOD a little bit more. Commentary before the match started when Vandy Project came out. Shout out to Robert Stone. I will find that clip. Me and EOD were brainstorming to find out the exact episode when Robert Stone actually said this, but this is the Peter Rosenberg version. Enjoy.
Peter, for the last time. I guess it's your turn. Yeah, it's the last time ever. I got to do it. Party's here! The party is here, folks! That was like next level Stone. Well, I had to. It's the last time. Look at the shredded abs of our champion Jackson Drake as he stands by with Swipe Right, who recently, by the way, became NXT Tag Team Champions, but they're back to support the champ. And
get the Ricky Smokes going on.
I know, but like that was some inner Stone where he's like, look at those shredded abs there. Like Peter Rosenberg has never said that ever in his life. Robert Stone has, but Peter has not. I'm like, okay.
I wish he was there for that match. I wish he was there just for this final match.
I would just running in. The party's here, Peter. Hey, where'd you go? And he's just going. That's it.
Yeah, Robert Stone's like, hey, I'm professional. I can't. Maybe didn't. They should have cut scene to The Office or whatever. It's like, oh, he was watching on the monitor. And he did it because he knows he can't do it in front of the crowd because he's the boss now.
Rips his fucking shirt off. Oh my god, the party's here! Like there's no one in the office, sir. What? I mean, what do you do? Oh, hello. Oh yeah. It's set in stone. Like, all right,
that would be amazing.
So yeah, but I give the match also an A. It was pretty awesome, and like I said, the right person won. And I can't wait to see what his reign's going to be. I have no idea who's going to be the first challenger for his reign.
We know.
It might. I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's going to be the first one. We know Cam's going after that thing at some point, but I don't think it'll be the first one. So.
Yes. Let's talk about the post match.
Wait, what happened post?
The celebration.
I remember. Everyone came out. All the Evolve, basically the Evolve people that were there. Even Jaquan McNair. Welcome back, Jaquan McNair.
And Lindsay Dorado.
And Lindsay Dorado. I'm like, oh, hello. Yeah. Welcome back, Lindsay Dorado. Apparently, since episode 25. But other than that, everyone's celebrating. Which by the way, Jaquan, Cappuccino, and Cunningham was in the VIP section during the match. They were just chilling out there.
Yes.
And I think one of them said, I think he liked it. I don't know which one. Some of them said, like one person said it in the crowd, but one of them said it too. I gotta find that hidden clip. Anyway, everyone's chilling out. Everyone's in the ring. Yay! What's going on? Mike Cunningham goes walking to Aaron, and then either accidentally or intentionally knocks over the title. He looks at Aaron. Aaron looks at him. They both look down on the title, and then he's like, "Let me get it for your champ."
Purpose.
Yes.
Yeah, and then he picks it up, and then he gives it to. And then you see Cappuccino looking at, and I noticed the second time I watched it, I'm like, dude, Cappuccino's looking. Cappuccino noticed that. Not everyone else noticed that. Only two people, Jaquan and Cappuccino, the only ones noticed. Like, what the fuck did Cunningham do? What the fuck?
He had that,
but that's all I want to say about that.
Too long. He had it a little bit too long, kind of eyeing it before he.
Yeah, he was looking at it. Yeah,
he was eyeing that belt.
Okay, and both of them. So that's a good story. What's your thoughts on that, EOD? That we might not get Cunningham now, but we will get a darker, which I like to call him Scientology Tom Cruise Cunningham. Like that's the dark version.
Jump on the couch.
Jump on the couch. Yeah, I was gonna say
that. Yeah, that's dark version.
Yeah, that it makes sense. It makes sense, and I do like it. They put the seed in for it, and like I said 2 months ago, this wouldn't have been a thing I would have even thought about. Aaron Rourke versus Mike Cunningham for the championship. I wouldn't have thought of that 2 months ago, but they've done such a good job of putting the seeds in. It's like, oh yeah, I can see that. I can see that definitely happening. Mainly because I think he's probably going to be there longer than Cappuccino Jones is. So,
yeah.
And I was saying earlier, but my bad. I was going to say the thing with Cappuccino Jones. That's the reason why I believe he's in the. Jensen is a championship blocker. Is what I want to say.
Yes.
Anytime there's a match for the championship that's supposed to be somebody in there, but they can't be in there, get Brooks Jensen after him. And that's what happened with Harlem Lewis, because he technically was the number one contender. But so we can have the match at what was it? I was gonna say Evolution 2. Whatever it's called.
Succession.
Oh, what's called? Succession. Yeah. The way to get him out the picture was by having first Brooks Jensen.
Yeah.
Now we have Cappuccino, so he's a face, works the face. So we don't have them interact with each other, because he did have a title match and he still wants the title. Oh, we're gonna have Jensen fight him. That way, just to get him out the title picture for right now. I didn't want to say it earlier before y'all knew who won the match and everything, because if he didn't win, we would have probably had a tournament. So
yeah. And that wouldn't have worked. It would have worked for the men, but seeing the parallels between Kendall Gray and Jackson Drake, it made sense. The Booker is very babyface.
Oh no, just the reason why I didn't want to say like my thoughts on Cappuccino Jones and the Jensen thing at that point, because they didn't know who won the match.
Yeah. And what I loved about it is, and that's why I made that reference of, is he going to accidentally, or at least seemingly accidentally, take the mask off of Lince Dorado based upon what we just saw? Because we don't know if he did it on purpose, or if he did it on accident, or if he's just clumsy, or a combination of both. And they can use that in different matches in the future as they slowly build up to him having this crazy crash out in the future. And Evolve right now, I love it because there's so many people that feel like they're on the bridge of crashing out, but we don't know who's gonna pull the trick.
Well, Aaron Rourke almost became Booker T when that belt flew out of his hand.
He
was hot. When he looked at Mike Cunningham, he looked like he's about to whip some ass.
Right? I just got this title.
I know, what the fuck, but I do love that we're gonna see but we're gonna see parallels between Cunningham. It seems that they're booking it where we're gonna see both lanes of Cappuccino and Cunningham side by side. We're gonna see their journeys of one baby face, two baby faces, but one turns heel and one stays baby face. But remember, this could be a swerve where we think Cunningham's gonna turn heel, but then at the end, Cappuccino, if he loses a match, let's say to the number one contendership, and then like you can get to that point right there, because I want to see Dark Roast Jones. I like Mikeontology. I'll say that better. Mikeontology, Cunningham. So that's fine, but these are only two people, ladies and gentlemen. We still have the gatekeeper loser Dante Chen. We still have Brooks Jensen. We're not forgetting Harlem Lewis. We're not forgetting Sam Holloway or Braxton Cole. This is a whole new ball field, like a whole new just game now. Because Aaron Rourke can lose the belt to anybody, and with a good storyline of like maybe 2 months, it would work. It would work, because I was just brought this up earlier. EOD brought this up earlier. Thank you. Something that he said. I did not think Aaron Rourke was ever going to win the title. He was like number 6 on the list. And then everyone got knocked out. Carver, Legacy, Jack, like everyone got knocked out. So it makes sense. In the next year, at least maybe 3 or 4 people are going to leave again. So get what you can. Like, we're going to have to build up, and I hate to say his fucking name, Cyrus, but eventually it's Gall's gonna have a championship match. Eventually freaking Cappuccino Jones is again gonna have a match. Let's set this up, because the women, they're fine. They're good right now. We got a crazy Olympian. We have a therapist, a renowned sleepy psycho, and then we have and we have a crazy Joker in Nikita. We're good. NXT sucks compared to what we got.
Yeah. And on the men's side, we don't have that serious heel right now. Everybody's kind of like a goofy-ish heel. So, like, to your point about Cappuccino Jones and about Mike, like, it's gonna be because they both have the same problem. They're like, except for Cappuccino Jones, the ID champion, they're both being disrespected in their own aspect. So it's gonna be interesting to see what person is actually gonna. I love it, man. This is why I love Evolve, man. This is why I love it.
Yeah. I would say one last thing. Well, kind of, but this to the wrestlers and everything. I get it. I might not get paid a lot, but look, we just had a whole Evolve class graduate to NXT. So just trust the process. Because I know at the beginning, a lot of people, it's not that they got let go. They just kind of left and everything. And I get it. Like, money's money and everything like that. But now you got a bunch of people on NXT roster. So the process is going to work. It probably didn't look like it then, but just trust the process and everything. Stick with it. Stick with it. That's all.
Yeah, and to Eric Douglas's point, like, it kind of depends on who he's wrestling, because he was going against Vanity Project. He was a heel. Was going against, like, it kind of all depends, like, really who he's wrestling. He's not really, you know what I mean?
He went against Holloway. He was a bitch. Like this, I'm sorry to say. I mean, I want to say this. We didn't say this, but it's true. Yep. No. When Harlem fought Holloway, he was the baby in that match. But Harlem, like, as big as Holloway was, I'm like, damn, you a baby. Like, and I love you. You a baby. But I want to say this. Thank you. I did forget this, and I'm sorry for this, Mr. Douglas. Thank you, Jackson Drake, for giving us the best matches ever. The fact that you blew up NXT for that reason. When NXT got good for the matches that you had with Legacy, and the fact that you went up there and had a match with Joe Hendry and you carried that match. This is the question for you guys. Should he have the same stipulation since he lost the belt to go have a title match with Hendry? Because in a weird passing line in NXT, Kendall said, I vacated my title and now I have a title shot against JC Jane. She just said it passingly. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, okay, well, fuck Tyra, I guess. Like, the fuck?
For me, I almost want to say no, only because the Kendall thing is a little bit different, because she has been going after that belt for a while now.
Yes.
For her to say it is, for her, like, it almost makes sense, because I'm like, she's been going after, and she's already had her match. Jackson Drake did too, but I think I kind of want to see him in that Gauntlet North American thing is what I want to see. Whether he wins it or not, I don't know, because I don't know who else is all in it, but I want to see him, like, and I don't think they're going to do it anyway, because they're kind of top heavy on the men's side right now. With D'Angelo and them. But him doing that and knowing he's going to be there for a little bit, have him get the North American Championship at some point, and then get up to the I do think he could be NXT champion though. I really do think that.
I agree with EOD.
Oh, say that again.
What about the Speed Championship? I mean, just to hold it for a while, because he was doing the same thing in NXT, just holding the Evolve champions and not really doing anything.
I said what I said. No, no, for me, the Speed Championship is more like, I think it's beneath Jackson Drake.
Yeah.
Okay.
He got to be a spearhead for the Vanity Project. He got to have the title above the tag titles in the Vanity Project. And like you said, I would love to see him have the North American Championship, because Kendall Gray, she can just burn through that women's division, because she's so much better than a lot of those women in there. No disrespect to them, but she's just that good. Jackson Drake, he's good, but as EOD said, they're top heavy. You got Tony D, you got Joe Hendry, you still got Ricky Sainz, you got all these other people that he got to go through. So if you want to put a title on him, North American is where it is. So
yeah,
I feel
that's all he has left.
That's all he has left.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else, LD? Sorry. Anything else?
If there's nothing else, I guess everybody let them know your socials. The Invisible Man, aka Alex, Take it away.
All right. You can find this episode on audio formats on the Wrestling Soup and Friendos Network. That's why I want to give a shout out to Anthony Missionary Thomas and Joey Numbers, Dose Evil, and White Chocolate for giving us the chance to have this episode week by week. You can find us on PUWF Wrestling on YouTube, PUWF Wrestling, separate. And check us out tonight. We're going to have an episode, The Dime Piece versus Dr. Thirst. We're going to have a more exclusive panel with Hear These Thoughts, EOD. We're going to have it with Farrell Terrell and CJ Wolfie and Coach, which he told me to wake him up an hour before. So he's literally in London, waking up at 4 a.m. to do a live with us, ladies and gentlemen. That is commitment. Shout out to Cardi M. She's doing her thing in Philly. She'll be in the in the background having fun talking. Other than that, thank you guys for listening to us on Spreaker, Apple, Spotify, and everything else in our platforms. And remember, like, subscribe, share. Chewy Martinez. I got tongue tied because I kind of wanted to tie in that Chewy Martinez still sucks, which he does. But now I just want to say, sir, go to a doctor, check your hands, just in case. Ravers are ravers, but they don't wash their hands.
No.
Put that out there.
All right, Hear These Thoughts. Let them know where they can find you at.
You can find me on Hear These Thoughts, but more importantly, as he said, go subscribe to them on the PUWF podcast. Shout out to Wrestling Soup. I don't know you guys individually, but thank you guys for everything you're doing with this. So go follow them as well, and follow the other gentlemen right here on the channel. Come join us tonight. We'll have a more extensive conversation about Evolve if you're into that. And if you want to learn about Evolve, these two guys are the perfect guys to talk to. So come on tonight and listen to it.
All right, and I am the End of Days 33, or EOD for short. You can find me Linktree/End of Days 33, and I go live with Evolve Watch Along on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time ish. Yes. Because it is a VOD, so sometimes I might be 8:05 or whatever. But that's where you can find me at.
Wait, that's what EOD stands for?
Yes, End of Days 33.
I like it.
Yeah. It took me a second to learn that too when I met him.
Yeah. Baron Corbin reference, right?
Yes.
No.
No.
I'll give you a hint. Also, it's actually part of my government.
So, okay.
Everyone always says Baron Corbin, but like, no, I preceded this whole name. I had it before Baron Corbin.
What is part of your government named? End or days? Like what's?
If y'all stay tuned to the next episode, maybe y'all find out.
Okay. Subscribe. You guys can find out.
I'll tell you offline though.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay healthy, stay happy. Remember that Evolve is about WWE Evolve is a new show. It's different, it's random, it's fun, and it's free. Yes. Honestly, what we say, viewer discretion is advised. See you guys. And this is for EOD. He ain't gonna like this one.